got everyone added in the time frame. Hell yes. What's everyone? I am your host, Bobby, for the night. Travis actually let me take the reins back for once. It's been like a few weeks since I've been doing this. So let's get on with it. My co-hosts for the night are we got Tony from @Tony's Figs, KJ from @Black Angus, and Spec from Toy Optics. Gentlemen, how are we?
Good.
Doing good, feeling good.
Ready to talk some Joe.
Yo, Joe.
So for everyone in the comments, how we doing? Okay, so tonight we have a ton to cover because this month is San Diego Comic-Con, which I am not going to, and I'm very pissed off about it because I was going to. But we have a lot to cover. So if everyone, unless anyone has anything fun they want to talk about real quick, KJ, by all means, yes.
I had to give a very special shout out to Trey, aka Toyomix Displays, for this amazing gift from Joe Fest. It's Tundra Stalker, my favorite Joe growing up as a kid. He found one, sent it to me. I just want to say thank you very much for that. I am super stoked to have this. And also shout out to Iceberg from Battle Core as well, complete with a custom rifle from Anthanatos Unlimited. Thanks a lot, dude. Like this is awesome. I'm pleased as punch right now.
You spoiled brat, you.
That's amazing. That's amazing and well deserved. Past Pierogi does make a great point here. Congrats on the subscriber surge. We have hit 4,000 subscribers. And we think we've put a lot of love and hard work into this show, into this branding, and we appreciate and love the fact that y'all appreciate and love us. Oh, you know what's good? Let's run through the comments real quick. Say hi to everyone. We got Zazel, who's been here. Dude, okay, I'm trying to figure out if this is 7:30 my time, but he was here an hour and a half before we even went live, waiting for us. You gotta love that. You do.
Got lines forming around the block.
Exactly. Duck Collector brought the popcorn. Let's see here. We talking Hoes or Joes? I mean, depending on the Joe. Little B. Well, we got we got Gun Bunny in the house.
What up, my dude?
Love Gun Bunny. We got Wreck Ship here live for once. Welcome. Let's hope the live show is just as thrilling as the replay. Let's see here. We got Chris. We're gonna get onto this later on. Don't worry about it. We got G.I. Bro. We've got K-Mac. What is it? Jody. And then I gotta give love to DWH. All right, now
my drinking.
Here we go. What's up?
DWH. Me and him were getting sloshed over there at Joe Fest.
And you know, hey Tony, how was Joe Fest, man? How was Joe Fest?
It was a lot of fun, man. Just finally getting to meet all these guys in person and hang with them, having something to eat with them, to drink with them, and just shoot the shit and hang out. That's what it was all about. It was so much fun. Next year, gotta wait. Can't wait.
I know. All right. So let's jump into. So San Diego is this month. I'm excited about it. There was a lot of spec. Don't give us COVID through the screen. All right. We've got a lot. What's up?
I said I'm long done with that. I just have the cough.
He's done.
Okay. All right. You know what? Let's see here. Where do we start? Because there's so many things to start with. You know what? Screw it. Let's just throw it up. Let's jump on with NECA. NECA is giving us the Captain Sinclair from the dinosaurs. Okay, look, I love dinosaurs. I love the show. One of the most creative series finales ever. Depressing, but insanely creative. I know we pick and choose NECA. are any of us getting this? How do we feel about this? We'll go with KJ. How you feeling, man, about this?
They gotta make use of that tooling somehow. I get it, and this is how you end up with figures like this. I loved dinosaurs. Watched every single episode, including that series finale that went way harder than it had to.
Yes.
Yeah, but I wouldn't call myself a super fan. And with everything else to get this Comic-Con, the super fans can have this. But it is a fun looking figure. I will say that much.
Yeah. Tony, Spec, what about y'all?
Not me, man. Big pass. I mean, it's
Big
cool.
pass?
Cool for the people that want them and love them, but not for me, bro. I didn't even know it's coming out.
I love dinosaurs. I wish I could collect them, but as we've all started to have to condense and watch our pennies and watch our shelf space, I just can't do it. And I mean, this is a fun figure. I kind of remember the episode it was in. But yeah, no, pass.
Yeah, same. And I love that we say so. And look, if I wanted to go in on the dinosaurs line, but G.I. Joe kind of had other plans. Speaking of plans, Ninja Turtles. I applaud what they're doing here. I do. It's like great on paper, but actually, like Tony, how are you feeling about these first design turtles?
This is, man, yeah. They're the closest to real turtles we'll ever get. The turtles. To me, they're horrible, but they have their place in the mythos and all the collections if you want. I mean, they look funny, they look horrible. I'm in between, but
I mean, these look like
if you tried my turtles.
If you tried drawing Ninja Turtles with your left hand, that's how these
Look, I appreciate what they are. One of them is Eastman's original sketch from when they were around, and one of them is Laird's original sketch. And
True that.
And
right.
I think that that's what makes this a great exclusive. It's for the fans that want them, and those that don't can make an easy pass. And while I very much appreciate what they did with them, and I do think they look kind of cool, it is a hard pass for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so I didn't know that was Laird's original drawing. I love the fact that
back in the day, yeah.
But I love the fact that Laird's turtle looks more like what they were with. But I just love the fact that the nunchucks are just like on the forearms, just like there.
Connected.
Yeah, it's like I love.
Watch the documentary. I can't remember what it's called. It's either on Netflix or Amazon or whatever. It's if you watch the there is a documentary, but if you watch, I believe it's the Toys That Made Us episode on Ninja Turtles, where they kind of get them back together again. They talk about that, and it was just like the silliness because a turtle wouldn't be able to hold the weapon, so they put them on their forearms. And
I mean, that makes sense. Think I got the belt, but like I do love this. I applaud what they're trying here, but yeah, this is gonna be a definite. I know I'm saying it's a definite pass, but if I ever see these if I ever saw these in person, I'm like, ooh, maybe. All right. My bandwidth is choppy.
You're breaking up a little bit.
That's just Bobby choppy.
Yeah, I have no control over that. I'm sorry, y'all. All right. How are we feeling about this McFarlane exclusive? Spec, Tony, KJ?
I think it looks cool. I mean, it's very reminiscent of that comic book cover from it was still the death of Superman, right? We hadn't gotten Reign of Superman yet.
Yeah, it was a funeral. Yeah.
I used to Funeral for a Friend. I used to have I used to have that issue. It's probably, I don't know if that's reuse or a new face sculpt, but at least in this bronzish, goldish color palette, this looks like one of the better Supermen that McFarlane's ever done, and it's a freaking statue. I'm not gonna get it, but I think it looks dope.
Yeah, it looks pretty.
Tony?
It looks dope. It looks like it's the it looks like the same sculpt from the 2-pack or the Superman 1000 or whatever, or Action Comics 1000, whatever it was. You know, single jointed elbows, but it just looks like it reminds me of an Oscar superheroes would get or something with the all gold.
You get a soupy.
That's what it's right. That's what it's from. It's the statue they erected after he died, and then that's what it's trying to represent. But it's all articulated and stuff. It's just something extra, and it should be a convention exclusive. This is what it's all about. You know, the Go label. It's all good.
KJ, how you feeling about it?
I love it. I really want a static. I just want the statue of this. I want a 1/6 scale, 12-inch statue of this. Like, so hopefully they'll make it, because I've started getting the statues. There's the Jim Lee Flash statue. I already got the Superman, the Hush Batman. I think this needs to be in 1/6 scale so I can get it and add it to my collection. But I'll probably will try to get this. I don't know, man. It's hard getting stuff. It's hard getting stuff nowadays.
It's true. It's true. All right. I put this in here because for $50, this looks really, really cool. This is Beast Kingdom's Batman. It's the '89 Batman, but with the blue and gray. And Spec is shaking his head no. Spec, why not?
First of all, I think that the all black one looks like dog shit. I mean, just look at the proportions and everything else. And then, of course, like the really weird long neck with the quasi Keaton face. But then it's an interesting color study to put it in the classic colors, but bad sculpt mixed with not great colorway. Like, this just looks like a turd to me.
Tell me how you really feel, Spec.
Yeah, it's that movie. It's like the Batman Returns suit in blue and silver, and it just, I don't know, it just looks weird.
Is it I can't tell if it's the Batman Returns or if it's the Flash, because the shape of the emblem.
I think it's Batman Returns, because I remember the abs have that louvered look and the pecs look like that. It just keeps bringing me to mind that the one in black.
Yeah, but I think the Flash has a similar design. I could be wrong.
Yeah, it might be, but the cowl looks definitely like Returns. One with, and that's the one with Penguin and Catwoman in it too, right? Yeah.
Yeah. KJ, what do you think about this?
I admired the attempt, and there are enough Batman fans that they will be pleased with this. Like, somewhere out there are like Burton Batman fans that wanted the classic colors. This is for them. They got their wish.
Yep.
That is true.
I like Stanley's comment. Saggy boob panels. There we go.
Yeah, it looks weird. And when it's in silver like this, the black you don't really notice, but I think it's definitely Returns.
The proportions, the proportions are off. Like the physiology.
I never even heard of Beast Kingdom. Call me crazy, but I never even heard. That's weird. It's crazy.
They're like 8-inch. It's like an off scale. A Nicholson Joker that looks really great, actually.
Right.
It doesn't scale, so.
I gotcha. Well, then and that's the problem. I need things that scale, so this will probably be a pass for me for sure. But what won't be a pass for a lot of people, the Flamin' Hot Chester Cheetah.
That's awesome.
Jada Toys.
It's super fun. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Spec. I love
I have the actual the original release up on my shelf, which I love. And I just found Count Chocula at Ross today for $10, so I snagged that. Dude. So now I'm hoping I can find Frankenberry and Booberry. If things were different, if the film industry wasn't in the shitter, if shelf space wasn't such a hard to come by amenity these days, I might grab it. But again, it's a great exclusive. It seems really fun. I love that it's red glow in the dark, but it's not a must-have, so it's going to be a pass.
Tony, KJ, either one of y'all getting this?
Not me. I mean, if I were to get one, I'd try to go back and get the original. I love the fact that this thing glows in the dark and stuff too. But
Yeah.
I mean, for me, I'd get the regular one. Another awesome con exclusive. You don't need it,
Yeah.
but for the people to go after those, hey, that's dope. I like it. But yeah, that leaves it open for all the rest to do. Hey, do Tony the Tiger. Do some more.
You know what? And y'all make a great point. A lot of these are what makes them great as exclusives, that you don't need them.
Right.
You don't need them in your collection. And I think that's where these like really succeed. Like those Ninja Turtles. I would probably pass on them just if they're at Target. If I'm at San Diego, no, I pick it up. I might. I don't know. But here we go. We got Violent Ken from Jada Toys.
Oh,
I didn't
love the alternate head sculpts, but I'm not gonna do the variants for this line.
I'm
Only
with
the evil Ryu. I got the evil Ryu.
Okay, so that means we're also passing on.
Yes,
Chun-Li.
and I really love that alternate head sculpt.
Me
and
too.
The peace sign. I want those, but
Me too.
not enough to get her in pink. I passed. I've seen her in the red, the Target exclusive, twice now, and I've passed on that. Like,
Oh yeah. Shit. The
It
head
looks
sculpts
great.
are awesome.
yeah, not gonna do it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not doing the variants on this line either. But I do love that Chun-Li. I kind of want to get like I'd get that one and like have her like with her legs up, like she's like, yay.
Yeah. At the end when she wins, yeah.
Yeah, that's what they're
Mhm.
selling you on. Hey, it's an exclusive repick, but you're gonna get the freaking head that looks fantastic.
The head's badass.
Yeah. All right, well, let's keep the San Diego train rolling with Hot Wheels. KJ, I know that you do the Hot Wheels. I will probably pass on this.
Oh.
But it's so fucking cool.
Yeah,
So cute.
yeah. The Racerverse, they're great. They're great. They're just like, if you've been collecting like the Mario Karts, like this is like kind of like their version of that, and just spreading it out to all the different brands. Here's my girl Toadette. Shout out to Mario Kart Double Dash. Toadette will see your ass. But anyway, they're all great fun. But everything that we're talking about tonight are slippery slopes. Jada is a damn slippery slope. And these Hot Wheels, like you get one and then you got to go back. And the next thing you know, it's 5:30 in the morning and you have crust in your eyes digging through Hot Wheels bins looking for Racerverse. So you the Batmobiles. I put up all these Batmobiles. Hold on a second. Solo me.
Oh, yeah, hold on. Let me show you. Hold on.
Look at these. Look at all these Batmobiles. Look at these Batmobiles. This is all I do. They're trying to get my money. I got bat wings up in here. Hold on a second. I got my bat wings.
Well, they getting your money. Oh yeah.
They want my money. I need my money, Mattel. Okay? I need my money. Stop coming for my money with Batmobiles and Racerverse and all this stuff, man. All right.
The motorcycle now.
The solo part. But I can't. I really want this, and it like burns. Like the neurons in my brain burn for not getting this right now. So, yeah.
The reason, KJ, I would get this is because it comes with a little Batman too.
Now I gotta get it. I'm getting it. I'll get it.
It comes with a little pig.
I'm getting
It comes with a little pig. Like, I was like, God damn!
I gotta get it. I gotta go
like-
get it. I gotta go 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 get it.
I like it a lot. I'm just curious. I feel like they skipped. Like, where's the Ben Affleck? You know, where's
exactly.
George Clooney?
They skipped George Clooney and Ben Affleck.
They got Val in there. They got Kilmer in there.
Yeah, and look, if it's because, but I love that. I love that the Affleck Batmobile. and the Clooney Batmobile was ridiculous, but it was still fun. You know?
What a
Yeah,
block.
I mean, if I was gonna get one of the Mattel exclusives, it would be this set. I'm not gonna, but I love this set. I think the presentation, and Mattel, we've said it before. Zen has said it before. Like their box presentation is just on another level.
Yeah, I have to get two. I have to get one to keep in box and then one to open up so I can have the Batman minifigs. So thanks a lot, Bobby. You just cost me $100. Hold on, Bobby.
Hey,
hold on a second.
Hey,
You're
David,
welcome.
would you get it like that? Would you leave it like that or open them?
That's
I
why
would
get
leave
two.
it like that.
Yeah.
I still have.
I've got
I don't know if you guys remember the company Ertl, ERTL, from like the late 80s, early 90s, and they did the OG Batmobile, and I still have I have the gloss one from the first movie and the matte one from Batman Returns. I still have those, so those are my open display play with.
Yeah.
I even still have the McDonald's Happy Meal Batmobile.
Oh shit, that's badass.
I have that somewhere.
I used to have a bunch of those.
Same. Speaking of cool box presentation, because I have my Ghost Rider from 2 years ago. That was amazing. That's Jimmy Buffett from Jurassic World. Look, I won't. I know none of us are gonna get this.
Nope.
I don't. And here's the thing: I don't even like Jimmy Buffett. I think his music's annoying as shit. But again, the box presentation. Look at that is really cool.
I mean, if you ever wanted to make your Margaritaville dioramas, I mean, this
I'll
is
take Margaritaville. I ain't got no shame.
It just goes. It's what I love with the Jurassic Park, the Mattel creations, and I have all their Mattel creations except for the Dr. Wu with the Mr. DNA. Maybe I'll get it on sale one day. Maybe I won't. But they go for it, right? They do the things that other toy lines seem unwilling to do, and just say like, here's a Steven Spielberg figure. Here's Ellie Sattler with shit up to her elbows as alternate arms. Here's, the Gennaro getting eaten off the toilet. Here's sexy Malcolm, Dr. whatever, Malcolm, in his sexy pose in a book that opens up into the interior of where he's all laid out. Like they go for it. And I love that about them. Even though it's a scale I don't collect and a series I'm not like super into on the toy end, like most of those creations I've bought because they're great.
Yeah, they're doing cool things for the con exclusives. Yeah, that's what it should be. Badass.
Yeah,
exactly.
This is a great deep cut. I don't need it. I'm not getting it, but I love that they did it.
Same.
All right, moving on, we've got. I added this. Look, I love Barbie the movie. I thought it was a fantastic movie last year. I won't lie. I kind of want to get this. I just put this in there because I fucking love it.
Yeah. I'm a fan of Barbie the movie as well, and I think it would go great with these. So, I don't know. And once again, what Spec was saying about detail. I mean, look at this. You can even see like on the license plate, like where it says Ken and whatnot, right? So it's like, yeah. So I may need to get that. I may need to get that to go with these. I may need to get everything that we've been talking about tonight.
You almost went cross-eyed there, bro.
Who, me?
Ken?
Yeah.
Very Zucker Abrams Zucker. I was like, whoa.
Yeah. They also give us from episode 1, which we'll get into a little bit later. This looks great. I'll pass. It does look cool. But for MOTU, we're getting too bad. I will be getting this. 100%. I'm getting this. I Spec, you don't do Origins, do you?
I don't do the Origins, but I love what they did with this and the idea behind it. I'm gonna pass, but this seems more like cartoony, right?
Yes,
like filmation.
Even though it doesn't say cartoon on it, like most of the other ones delineate.
Right.
Yeah, this is much more. This is much more in the realm of like filmation, but yeah, this is. like I have to get this. It's fantastic. I was talking to Steven about it, and we're both like, yep.
Oh yeah, that's dope how they went all out. It's them. It's the two separate figures. It's the picture.
Yep.
Even the presentation right there. Skeletor with the Havoc staff just shooting them. That's dope, man. It's pretty dope.
Yeah. I mean,
I
they did.
thought-
This is
Awesome.
the packaging on this one is interesting, and I think Robo pointed it out. It's just there's a lot of dead space in that particular box. Like if you go back one slide to where, it's just
Yeah.
I feel like
they
maybe
could have had more.
or shorten the box or done something else with the design. I'm not sure.
Oh, all that negative space up top. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. You know what?
And
A shorter
cow.
box would have looked good. A shorter box would have looked better. But then I think it's so they could put the moons above them. So I don't know. Here we go. Hold on a second. Let's. This one is dope. My question is that will these be available online? Yes, all Mattel will actually be online.
Yes.
When
certain
the day goes up.
certain things
So-
sell out faster than others. Like
Yeah.
the Hot Wheels will sell out super fast. The MOTU
Yeah.
will sell out super fast. The that Ken will sell out really fast. I think the Star Wars will be a little slow, and I think that Jimmy Buffett will be a little slow.
Agreed. But yeah,
But
so
if
all
you
Mattel
want-
does launch.
Yeah. If you want those MOTU or whatever, look at that countdown clock on Mattel Creations and like be ready to go.
Yes. Yeah. I got that He-Man Skeletor 2-pack with the cocaine ring only because Lance was able to get it. It's a cocaine ring if you haven't seen it. Like it pops open and you're like,
your little blast. Give me a blast. Give me a blast.
exactly, Look, Comic-Con, it's the long days, long nights. Just saying. All right,
I
now-
agree with what Zen was saying. That's all. It's like Mattel. That's why you get it. I'm sorry. but-
Yeah, that's true.
No, it's 100% true, and that's one of the reasons why I have like Mother Box and other ones. Like, they're cool, but when you actually have like, you keep them in the box because the box is so freaking great. It's like, damn.
I'm going to answer a question real quick to Earl. Does the MOTU connect or is there a third figure with them combined? It comes with the combined body piece. And then I
Yes.
believe you pop the arms and the head and the legs off. So
Yep.
it's the two separate figures plus the third main body to make Too Bad.
Make you too bad, yeah. And I've got my Masterverse Too Bad over there in my wrestling ring because
Which is such a great figure. It's a great figure.
oh, it is.
Now I have to
All
shout
right.
out Gun Bunny here because there's the Reaction Plus coming up for Crimson Twins, and there's gonna have that mirror packaging that the
The
original
O-rings.
Vince was.
Yeah.
It's gonna be dope.
In the
Yes.
suits. In the suits.
Oh, nice. Okay. Okay. Now moving on to something closer to our bread and butter outside of these. We'll be discussing Marvel Legends now. All right. This Death's Head, which was bigger in the UK. I get it. This should be a pass for me, except for Marvel brought it with the packaging.
Oh, yes, they did. The 90s packaging. I had them cards.
Yep. Okay. KJ, I'm going to stick with you because we're just talking about packaging.
Right.
Did Hasbro take a play out of Mattel's playbook with this?
Yes, they did. And outside of the Spider-Man retro cards, it's hard for me to think of other packaging presentations. You have the Children of Thanos 5-pack, the Wolverine 5-packs, right? West Coast Avengers, Aid Force, way back in the day. So, but just for single characters, like when you can do something like this. Oh, even the Iron Man retro line, right? But I think this takes the cake. This grabs people's attention. And someone could be like, okay, even if you don't know anything about Death's Head, you would go look it up. And then you would see like that Marvel UK stuff. And you would figure that out, right? It grabs people's attention.
Yep.
Tony, good point, KJ. What's back?
Nope, never mind.
No, it looks really good, man. Everything he said with the packaging is great. Going after that 90s card look, and it's a UK character. I never really was into him and knew too much about him, but it's a great looking fig. You know, it reminds me of how crazy they did that Odin figure. That's probably coming up pretty soon. But that's they're going crazy with these, so and rightly so. It's pretty dope.
Now, let me ask you this: if they were to do more of the figures in this packaging, would this push y'all to collect more Marvel Legends?
Mhm.
Nope.
To me, the boxes go in the trash, but because I like to take them out and display them under lights and behind glass. But I don't display anything in boxes. But for the guys that do, damn, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is awesome.
I haven't seen a Marvel Legends look this good since they were doing the 12-inch Marvel Legends. You see what I'm saying?
Fair.
Like,
yeah.
where presentation's really part of it, of the whole thing. And in fact, Spec, I know you want to get your 2 cents in, so after you do, I just want to ask y'all what other characters would you do like this?
Okay. I think this looks fantastic. I was more familiar with Death's Head 2. I
Me
read
too.
that book, the more predator looking style.
Mhm.
But I knew of this character because I remember seeing those UK comics covers, at least when I lived overseas. I never read that line, but I remember that. And so, I mean, this is a double whammy because he's a heavy Marvel character, but he has a presence in the Transformers lore. And even though I'm not getting him, I think that this is the star exclusive. I think this is the one that everybody's going to be going after from Hasbro more than any of the other announced Hasbro exclusives this year.
Fair. All right, KJ, what were we going to say, buddy?
What other characters would fit in this presentation like this?
Honestly, here's the thing: I know they've already gotten X-Men Classics in that like '90s box or the '90s packaging, but
It's like
anyone they
92,
have,
right? 90, yeah.
yeah, I would like to see like more like '90s characters in this packaging, or like the more deluxe. Like if they ever did Apocalypse, put them in this packaging. Like if they're gonna redo, what's another hero that we haven't seen in a while? The Thing. If they would do the Thing, like do it like in this style. They haven't shown us the back yet. I hope I am hoping and praying that the back of this box is the card. I think that would just be amazing if it was like the back the comic card itself. But yeah, that's I kind of want like 90s-esque characters.
Yeah, I just looked them up, and it's these are the 91 cards.
That's at 91. Yep.
Yeah.
And Baldy, you're right. All head is good head. Even bad head is good head. It's like pizza.
No, I'm with KJ. No,
leave the choppers out of it. Leave the choppers.
Y'all ain't had bad head before, so
exactly.
Hey.
Oh, here we go. Original X Factor would look great in these.
okay,
Good
okay.
Paul
Yeah.
Viper Scout.
Yep.
Good.
I remember they had Bucky like this, the Eric Larson Spider-Man like this.
Yep.
Yeah, Art Adams Wolverine like this.
Yep. Exactly. Let's see. Moving on, we have Darth Maul from Phantom Menace. Tony, you don't do much Star Wars, do you? Black Series?
Not much, but I mean, he was one of the hits off episode 1. Man, he was awesome in episode 1. I love Ray Park, and you get him, you get the speeder, you get to do lightsabers, the drone, and this is awesome on its own without having to be such an in-depth Star Wars fan. You know what I mean? Or wanting to complete everything. Just get this. Oh, someone will come by your display and like, that's awesome. You know, with a Sith speeder. It was awesome. This is badass. Cloth goods, everything.
Oh yeah.
I think that this looks best in its retro packaging, the 1997 episode 1 packaging, or 98, whichever, one of those 2 years. But with the GameStop 3-pack coming out, which is what I have pre-ordered because I don't have this version of Maul or Qui-Gon or Padawan, Obi-Wan. I'm more interested in putting my money towards that rather than the Sith mobility scooter. I think his Sith infiltrator has like the little cart on the back that it loads into, goes into the tow hitch.
Mhm.
Yeah, how you feeling about this?
And I got more malls than I can count. I got the bare-chested comic book mall. I got the robot legs Clone Wars mall. Definitely got episode 1. Got the 3-pack on the way. So I think I'm just saturated. And as great as this looks, and it does, like I said, after Hasbro Pulse Outlet, after Power Plays, I'm just willing to roll the dice and get this sucker on sale. Maybe damn near half off.
Now, that's a great question. Do you think this will make last until we get to clearance? Do you think this will last to clearance?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Just because so many Star Wars stuff out right now. We got Acolyte. We got a lot of the prequel stuff. The Droideka, Destroyer Droids, Super Battle Droids, Clones, Jedi. We got a lot of stuff. We got a lot of stuff to pick from right now.
Okay.
I think it depends on what their production run is. Like, are they still gonna do a healthy run like they've done in the past, or are these gonna be a little more limited like the rest of the lines are doing? That I think that's gonna be the determining factor. Yeah.
Well, just I'm curious because it is a San Diego exclusive. San Diego exclusive. Will they? Because also, my train of thought is like just going all over the goddamn. But these are only on sale at the con, and then they'll go online later, right? Isn't that what everyone's doing this year?
I think like right after the week after the con, usually, or 2 weeks. I don't remember. It's been so long.
Okay,
it's been a year.
Sure.
That's how my brain doesn't work anymore.
Fair. Now we do have the Lord Objects, the Ninja Turtles. These are these actually are really great figures. I do love them. I'm passing on all these, but we have NECA, Dark Leonardo when he was leading the Foot Clan, Shredder, and then the 2-pack of Metalhead and Donatello. Do any of you? I just out of curiosity, do any of y'all pick up these turtles?
How's the quality for little subjects? I've heard all over the place people dragging them and people saying like, "Hey, these are good enough for me." Like, how are these?
Dude, you know what? I bought a Leonardo at Ross last week, and I haven't opened it yet. I don't know. They look great. I love this run.
All right.
They just finished it. I have no idea the quality, but I'm kind of wanting to get that Metalhead Donatello, but I'll probably pass. But so we're just gonna across the board pass on these, gentlemen.
Pass. No Nickelodeon for me.
I got too many. I mean, A, I'm not a fan of this look. B, it doesn't scale as well with the 1/12 stuff. It's a little smaller. Because I did try getting that exclusive April before NECA redid their Ultimate April, and ended up returning it. And then C, I have too many sets of Ninja Turtles.
Right?
And I don't know how that happened because they were on my lower priority. And then all of a sudden I got more sets of the 4 brothers than anything else. I actually just sold the Mirage set because that Mezco set's definitive to me. So it was like, I can get rid of some of these. So I got rid of the Mirage. So I'm not adding
the ones that were at Target, right? Those, the 4-pack. Yeah.
The comic.
Yes. No, you stuck with the right ones. You better. Those were awesome.
I have the Super 7, and then I pre-ordered the new Super 7 Turtles from the 2003.
Yeah, if you were into that cartoon, that's a great looking set. I think. Yeah. I just wasn't into that cartoon.
The cartoon was good. I loved the design of them, And I was just telling Kyle that I'm like, dude, these are killer. Just absolutely
If
killer.
they do the 2012, then I'm screwed. Because in my opinion, the 2012 cartoon was the best cartoon, and I love the designs. And
I've heard that. I need to watch it.
it's so good. It's so good.
Moving on, we've got here we go, Spec.
I'm passing on these. They've done minor Megatron like 2 or 3 times. I still haven't bought them.
Yeah,
they're still available on Amazon. And then they've also done Orion packs like 2 or 3 times. And I got the Orion packs from the Comic-Con exclusive set 2 years ago, where it was Orion packs and Alpha Trion. And it's more cartoon accurate, and to me, that's the definitive Orion packs. Like, I don't need this. I don't want this.
Okay, that's fine. KJ, I don't know. Do you do Transformers, man? What am I asking?
Yes, I am a Transformers fan, very much, and but I'm still passing on these. Transformers 1 looks interesting, and if they come up with some like Transformers Red from the movie, right? Is this isn't tied into the movie, right? I mean, it's related because it's still prequel Transformers.
No, this is more like, I think, IDW or but there's no relation to the movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd rather just wait to see how the movie performs. It has a great pedigree behind that, and I'll probably end up getting stuff from Transformers 1, but not this.
Okay.
I know.
Yeah, this one will end up on their sale deals. I guarantee it.
I'm passing because this. I know it sounds bad, but I don't give a shit about Transformers before they come to Earth, and I want like, Trucker Optimus, not the Cybertronian Optimus. It's just like the fact that there's at least a tank, but yeah, gonna pass. Once I get the Optimus, I'm done with Transformers. I'm done.
That's fair.
Moving back on to Super 7, we do have this Michelangelo pizza. I want to get him so badly. I will wait. But I just love the packaging, and I love the fact that it comes in a turtle box and a pizza box. And it's my boy Mikey's my favorite turtle right before Leonardo. But I know we're gonna do a lot of J.I. Joe, but I got to get y'all's opinion on this.
I think it looks awesome. I'm not gonna get it, but I love the colorway. It takes that Snake Eyes Commando look, but it totally makes it into a different character.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm passing on this too, but it's incredible.
Tony?
Pass. Don't like it. I know what it's supposed to be, and I barely know a little bit about Cobra Mortal, but I've seen it to where it kind of looked cool, but in this Super 7 style, it's just not for me.
No. The only reason I'm going to pass is because I bought that Cobra bat at Comic-Con 2 years ago, and then he ended up peg warming at Walmart. That's it. So I'll pass him at Walmart eventually. We do have this Zartan. This, I love the packaging. Say what you will about Super 7, but their packaging is all on point.
It's cool.
And I love this one. Is tempting just because I love Zartan, and it just nails the cartoon look, and it's got a lot of the throwbacks, like the snake in the basket with the screen on it, and and they did the UV color changing on this one too. And so for that, it's very tempting. I'm still not gonna get it, but
yeah,
it registers. It hits.
That's some Sunbow nostalgia right there.
And then I love this Godzilla. I just had to put this in there because it's so weird. It's so off. Why is that supposed to be a tongue coming through his mouth, or that she can have his tongue stick out, or
the actual lever behind it.
Yeah, when I saw this, What's up, Spec?
I was just gonna say I can't remember. I think it's a tongue action. It's all throwbacks to the old Shogun lines from
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the 70s.
I thought he got stabbed through the mouth at first. I'm like, what the shit? Like, goddamn, who did this to Godzilla? If I did the monster waves, I would 100% get this. I think it looks great. I love that Godzilla. I have one Godzilla figure, and it's on my shelf behind G.I. Joe's, signed by one of the original members of the old Toho Godzilla movies. So that was awesome. Like, he like signed it in Japanese like the whole way down. Beautiful. I would like to. I'm not gonna get it. I'm not. But it's really, really, really tempting. All right. So before
That's
we
true,
go,
Angelo.
yeah.
Yeah,
Not
Angelo says we all lost that fist.
Yeah. And Super 7 has done like 30 versions of this particular Godzilla. Like, you know, whatever paint scheme movie this one is from, like they've done them all.
Yeah. All right. Now, before we go into our final figure release for San Diego, I'm gonna go Spec, Tony, KJ. What exactly are you getting at Comic-Con, or are you wanting to get at Comic-Con this year? Spec.
Once a man Cobra Commander. That's it. That's all I want.
That's okay. Oh, fair. Tony.
Same. If I was to get one thing, I'd grab that.
KJ.
Really quick, I just want to holler at the chat. Thank you all so much for watching us right now. Please, let's get those likes up, pretty please. Show us some love. Hit the likes, pretty please, with organic peanut butter on top. Once a man Cobra Commander, got to get it. It's going to be hard as hell. I am prepared to not get it because it's going to be tough. We're going to take it back to 2021. It's going to be tough.
That's what I thought you were gonna get, the Hot Wheels.
Right, the Hot Batman.
I mean, that's gonna be on Mattel Creations. That's gonna be if you really focus on what you're gonna get, you can get that. You can get the Hot Wheels Starship. I'm on the fence for the Barbie playset because it just looks so much fun. And I was really pleased with the Barbie movie. The Mattel stuff is gonna be easier than the Hasbro stuff. It's going to. And Once a Man's gonna be tough. So I'm trying to prep y'all right now.
Yeah. Be prepared to be disappointed. That's all.
Lowered expectations.
The bar is like below the ground, people. Okay, have that. That's your expectations. Just like, you know what? If I get it, it's a good day. But you know what? If you don't get it, it's still a great day.
I'm prepared to pay scalper prices for it if I have to.
Woo!
God damn. All right.
I mean, it's
I'm
the
prepared
only
to miss it if I have to. I don't care.
It's the only exclusive I want, and it's a must-have for me. But I'm fairly confident that I will be able to get it when it goes up for order.
Okay. Yeah,
I've been able to get all the other ones in the past.
I have not. This might be the first year I actually can get one. I am hoping for that Cobra and also that Too Bad. I'm hoping I get that. And I won't. God damn it! I won't lie. I might get that McFarlane statue. I don't know. I don't know. God damn it.
The reason I'm skipping that is because I'm sure McFarlane's going to make a 1/6 scale statue, and I'm just going to get that as soon as it drops.
You know what? KJ, good call. Good call, because he will 100% do that. You know, he can't pass up. Let's see, Joe Lab, Raymond. Okay, fair. DWH is your first San Diego. Have fun. It's a lot of fun.
Lucky.
I will hopefully be there next year. Okay. Before we get to the halfway point of the show, we got one more figure to show, and it. Okay, I was a little redundant there, but here we go. Boom. Mezco Casey Jones.
Damn.
Get evaporated, bro.
I got one.
Boom. I was gonna
Nice.
show because. Okay. How much did this go for? Was it 100?
112.
It was 120.
112.
Woo.
Oh,
120.
Now it's going for.
Like 2 have already sold on eBay for like 275.
it's going 300 now.
I mean, if I was smart, I would have ordered 2.
Oh, I
Yeah.
always order 2.
Yeah.
Yeah,
buddy.
And again, if times were different, I would have easily ordered 2, but times are a little more lean now, so
Ooh.
I
I'm
snagged the
going to-
one.
That's
I'm
a badass Casey Jones, bro.
Yeah, and it'll it goes in perfectly with the like I said about Snake
Yes.
Eyes from last week. This is a perfect translation for Mezco. The Commando Snake Eyes was a better Mezco translation than the V2 Snake Eyes, in my opinion.
I agree.
Just based on the photos. And this works really well as a Mezco just because he has the baggier soft goods, the sweatpants instead of like super tight pants and like
Right.
the cutoff shirt. And any Mezco figure that doesn't have shoulders or anything hindered by cloth goods, as much as I do like cloth goods on certain figures, like the articulation is 10 times better because, you know, there's no impingement trying to lift arms all the way up or do anything. And so, you know, because he has the cut off sleeves and the baggy sweatpants, he'll move really nicely and he'll integrate really well with the Mezco turtles. I think he'll integrate well with some of the Mirage stuff. So yeah, it was a grab. I had to grab him.
No, I get it. Here's all you get with Casey Jones.
Shit.
Cricket
I
bat,
don't
That is a
think all
must
the
have
price-
with your turtles, yes. Yes,
I don't
that's
think
fair.
that the price increase was justified, but that's just me.
The one thing I'll give it is that, you know, it does look like that, you know, 80s Mirage Casey Jones. I hope, you know, I wish that the bat was a Jose Canseco bat. Because that'd been great. Look, I'm gonna say something controversial. I don't get Mezco. I'm sorry, I don't. The turtles, I 100%. The turtles are fantastic. Like this does look cool. It's just I've never I see Mezco, I'm like, it's cool. And I hold him in hand, I'm like, this is $90. You know, I was like, like this. And that's just me. The Spidey, the Amazing Spider-Man looks fantastic. But like this does look great. This does look great. I love the different hockey masks. It all looks really cool on screen.
The thing about Mezco is when you're dealing with the texture of soft goods, you're going to be able to like catch the light different. You're going to be able to have a different feel to your dioramas. When you're dealing with hard plastic, it's going to be different, right? And so there's a difference between a $20, $25 figure like this. When you have a Mezco figure, you can take off the vest. You can add different soft goods. You can add like a like a puffy jacket, or if you have other Mezco figures with soft goods, you can do like you want a Barbarian Casey Jones. You can do that with this. So it just in all those different hands. To get those hands, if it was McFarlane, you would have to buy different figures in order to get different hands like that. That's the thing. You're buying a whole suite.
I mean that is very true. Good point. Good point. Yeah, and he does have the hockey glove. Which,
he has the thick glove on one hand and he has the goalie glove on the other hand. There was another page with the rest of the accessories because he also has the vest and the golf bag.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about the golf bag, and here it is right there. Because it's not in here. It's not in here. I'm like, where's this bag at? It's in the picture right there. Okay.
Yeah, Bobby missed a slide.
Very nice.
I am sorry. I missed.
That's why Specs doing the slides next time.
No,
Where's your contribution, brother?
I'm here contributing
I know.
my snarky witticisms.
You know what a crumpet is? Understand cricket?
What crumpet?
But I mean,
Please
yes,
do
I
that.
grabbed him, but I felt that 112 was pushing it for the Commando Snake Eyes, and I feel 120 is really pushing it for this Casey Jones. And we know that they're going to reuse this. You're going to get an animated version. You're going to get, you know, if they do a black and white version of the Turtles, which I'd put money down they're going to do, they'll probably do a black and white version. So like, you know, they're going to get their money out of them, and they're definitely, they know that they have the Turtle fan base, especially with how the sales did on the original set. So they're milking us.
Have nipples.
No, that's fair.
You
I have
milk
nipples,
me.
Greg. I have nipples, Greg. Could you milk me?
I mean, again, it looks great. It looks great, but for me, it's a pass. But I should have gotten those turtles.
Ooh, that's picture right there.
Those turtles are,
Those turtles are chef's kiss, dude.
Yeah, that picture spec you
Apple.
have of them looking what? It's still
badass.
it's still an ass kicker. That was
Those
fantastic.
turtles are the best ever. Oh my god, slept on them. Well, we'll see.
I'm broke as hell, man. I'm fucking around with all these Hot Wheels and shit. It's like you gotta select what you're going to get.
Yep. And then you got to rock
Yeah,
what you got.
Yep.
Exactly. And since I've started working for a certain comic company, I've been really getting back into the comic books, and I need to start flipping this shit. All right, now this has been the first half of A Ton of Mood San Diego, and next after this short commercial break, because we actually have a commercial for today, mainly it's just a video clip, we'll come back with Cobra Convergence 8. So stick around for 45 seconds. The only reason I played that all the way through was because of the Cobra at the end. That's all. I love that. We're back. It's Cobra Convergence 8. We have Terry Ruins, aka the Iron Viper. Welcome to the show, Terry.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks for
What's
having
up,
me.
brother? How you been?
Wonderful.
Now, this is actually the first because I've never gotten to been on the show with Terry yet.
Me either.
In here.
So it is a first in many, many ways. All right. So Terry, I'm just gonna ask you real quick, man. That Cobra, we're gonna get to it a bit, but that Cobra, anything outside of G.I. Joe, anything from San Diego you're looking forward to?
Nothing really, man. I only like G.I. Joe's the main thing that I collect.
Yeah.
So
Fair. That's fair. All right. So listen, we do have to give a special happy retirement to Brian, aka HCC 788. This is our second Cobra Convergence. I wasn't part of it last year because Moody was doing it, and yeah,
hey, Baldy.
it's my turn now. All right, so two quick things. Did I add son of a biscuit? Hold on one second. Let me add something real quick. Besides, I'm sorry, it's our third one, and because I wasn't part of it last year, so I would know. Travis, Moody, but yeah, it is our third. Okay. Now, two quick things. You know what? While this is loading, let's jump into another Mezco, from one Mezco to another. It is Snake Eyes. All right. We'll let our guest. What the shit happened to my screen? There we go. We'll let our guest Terry take it away with this. How you feeling about this, man?
Man, the first Mezco figure that I ever got, the first Mezco figure that I ever had my hands on was the Destro, and I thought it was nice, but I didn't think that it really met that price point. And the more that I look at the figures that they're coming out with, the more that I have messed with the Destro. I'm actually gonna go ahead and collect these. I like
Okay.
Pretty slow.
Woo!
Yeah, I actually just bought Storm Shadow.
He's good. He's a good one.
He's gonna go
Yeah,
good with this
I-
one. He's gonna go
fantastic.
really good with this one, baby.
Yeah, the shots they have with him in this look great.
Yep. Yeah.
But that Destro, that was my figure of the year last year, I believe.
Yep.
He wasn't
Yep.
mine. There was just something about it that didn't really pop out that much to me, I guess.
I felt the same way about Roadblock. I was prepared to love the shit out of Mezco Roadblock. Everybody was doing backflips, and I'm like, "Yo, you sure this is semi not it?" But it's just this little thing that you can't put your finger on when it comes to it. But when it's right like this, it's unstoppable.
I'm trying to find a Roadblock to get my hands on that's not $200.
Yeah.
Ooh, good luck.
He was
I
on
just saw-
Amazon from the UK for like 77 a few weeks ago.
I can pre-order it still through Mezco's site, and I was looking at it yesterday, but I wanted it in hand if I can get it.
My only gripe, I think he's a great roadblock. My only gripe is he's not tall.
Right.
Really?
He scales the same with the rest of the Mezco line, and then when you put him up next to the Joes, whereas like the Hasbro roadblock is tall,
Tower.
he's like the same height as Duke. That's my only complaint. Other than that, he's actually a really great figure.
That's
See,
all I don't like is a scale. That's all. Yeah.
I was hoping that he would be out in the secondary market for a lower price like Destro, but
Well, he was a Mezco exclusive, so that's
Exclusive, yeah.
that's the rub there.
the exclusivity of it will probably keep the price point high.
I mean, this one-
Damn.
Are any of these others exclusives as well?
This one, this Snake Eyes.
Okay.
And Duke wasn't exclusive, but you can still get Duke from others. That's the thing.
That Duke
Was Duke an exclusive? I didn't think he was.
Maybe a special edition.
I'm not sure. I thought you could get him on Entertainment Earth.
You can, but it was still, and you can sometimes you can get it was a deluxe edition. It was a deluxe edition. That's the thing. Okay.
Oh, okay. So Mezco is selling a deluxe edition of Duke, and then you can get a regular edition of Duke.
Nope, there's only the deluxe.
Oh. Okay.
There is no Dana, only Zool.
Mezco's gonna Mez.
Yeah.
Mezco's
I tend
gonna
to, on the general releases, I tend to wait. Like I waited on No, I did pre-order Storm Shadow. I waited on Firefly, and then I ended up grabbing him with the 10% off. But it seems like it's a pretty hot subline, kind of like the Ninja Turtles. So it's just like, and especially if it's going to be an exclusive to Mezco, it's either jump on it or go on the wait list and hope that it converts at some point.
Yeah.
I slept on Roadblock too, and I got lucky and was able to find somebody that had him for retail.
Yeah, but he's still available, I think, on Mezco's website. That's what I'm pulling up right now.
Okay.
Yep.
When I was trying to get him, he was a wait list. Mezco's a weird maker. I'll wake up and I'll go on. It'll be in my Facebook feed that like some figure that was done and gone and sold is suddenly back up for pre-order. So like this week, one of their Rumble Society, the Theodore Sod Cutter, the Baghead Butcher, which sold out. That was an exclusive, and it sold out in like 10 minutes. All of a sudden, was back up for pre-order on like Monday or Tuesday, and then the goat-headed, the black and white Bartholomew Vex, that sold out super quick, and he was back up for pre-order a couple months ago. It's just like weird with Mezco, like what comes in and out of stock, and you can join the wait list. And maybe 2 years from now, you'll forget about it and it'll convert and say, hey, your figure's coming.
So right now, looking on their site, Roadblock has a buy now button.
Oh, so they got more.
$95.
Yeah, it just depends. It depends on the figure. It depends on demand and supply. Sometimes you can get lucky. Sometimes you can luck out on Amazon or like Spec was saying, Entertainment Earth, Big Bad Toy Store. If you get a Mezco figure on sale, there's nothing sweeter. There really isn't.
So what does the join wait list on there? So I've never ordered from them. What does join wait list mean?
So if it goes out of stock, sorry KJ, you want to take that?
No,
if it goes out of stock, you can join the wait list and like, you know, whenever you pre-order with Mezco, they make you put a deposit down, and this negates any deposit. And if you need to cancel the order, you're not dinged for anything. But it's basically you're joining the wait list and hoping that if they ever get more back in stock, you'll get an order filled. And I mean, I did it with the Bartholomew Vex. Like I'd put the wait list in back in December just for shits and giggles, and then all of a sudden in March or April it was like, hey, your order converted, and it was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
And then I went on the Mezco Facebook page, and it was just like, hey, he's back up for pre-order, and he went quick, but yeah,
So,
that roadblock was sold out, and there was a wait list, and now obviously apparently he, you know, they either did another run or they got more in, and he's back up for sale. So
that's what's yeah.
so
what-
I'm confused as to whether that's a pre-order or if it's a buy it now and they ship it to me immediately.
if it's
Yeah.
buy now, it's buy now.
It says it requires a deposit.
Yeah.
Oh, then maybe-
Non-refundable deposit. Yeah.
So are
The
the
thing about-
deposits?
yeah.
Are the deposits for only pre-orders, or is that just how they run everything?
It's for pre-orders. So if it's buy now, it's going to be the whole thing, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So
And-
like the Casey Jones and this Commando Snake Eyes that went up last week, that was buy now. That was you pay now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm probably going to order Roadblock tonight then.
And when the thing about Mezco is there's almost a culture around ordering because the Mezco fan base itself is so diehard that you're rolling the dice if you're not there minute one.
Yep.
Really?
That's what happened with Casey Jones. That's what happens with a lot of these Joes. You kind of have to you almost have to already know what time it's going to go live because they won't say on the Twitter posts or the Instagram posts sometimes. Like you have to know
Fabio because he knows.
Yeah. So like if you're already a part of a Discord or a messenger group, like my Toy Kind of Mood dudes, like they'll usually let me know, hey, it's live, right? That kind of thing. Like that kind of stuff. We'll help each other out sometimes. But that's almost it. Like with some of these exclusives, you damn near have to network. Like it can get crazy. That's the thing.
And
about
Terry, just to answer your question, so Roadblock, the buy now, he's in stock. Because if you go to any of the other buy nows, I think that the deposit thing, that's from when they were pre-orders, and for whatever reason they just leave it up there.
All right. Well, then I'm going to go ahead and buy.
And
Let's see
Terry,
what I'm going to check out. It says pre-order.
Get those expensive shits. Get them.
I mean, if you're looking at block, I would also say shop around because if it's in stock, someone else may have that roadblock as well.
Someone else isn't who, because I've been looking all over for like 3 or 4 days, and every single one of them has been been approaching the $200 mark.
Oh, okay, good point.
Wow.
Yep, never mind. Yeah, you would have to. Yeah. Mezco Toys is your jam at that point. Goodness.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll buy the pre-order. I guess that's what it is, buying a pre-order. So
Yep, all sales final.
$95 due today.
That's interesting that it says buy now, but because if you look, like you go to Doc Ock, it says in green pre-order.
Yeah, it says pre-order, and then it says the NRD due today. So you're basically it's a buy now pre-order. Like you're buying it now. Who knows when they ship it? That's the thing.
I didn't know that Duke was still a pre-order. Damn.
The Duke on the Mezco site is a wait list.
Okay, I see it. I'm just looking at Big Bad, and it's $112. Like,
Yeah, if you go, I know that it's available for pre-order on like that and Entertainment Earth.
Yeah, all sales final, and yeah, they still want an NRD, so you'll get it. You'll definitely get it from Mezco.
The Duke I can order through. I can order cases of him through EED. I see him on here right now. I don't want to stock these and resell them. I just want to collect them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like Duke is controversial enough that you might show up on like Amazon for a little bit cheaper.
Probably.
Quote me on that. It's a gamble, but
Well, I feel like that Duke is the same thing. He has like one head sculpt is derpy as hell.
It's
So-
it's trash. Yeah, I just didn't like the bandolier look. It's well, you could probably tick off 2 of them straps and there's your Duke, but I don't know.
Storm Shadow is pre-sold out on Entertainment Earth distribution and has a minimum advertised price of $95.
Yep.
I
Now-
mean, you can try your look on Amazon for Storm
Now that
Shadow.
85 Snake Eyes, that I found him on eBay for 89.
The version 2.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
pretty good. Yeah, because I think he's 112
Shadow.
timber.
It's bright as hell,
Right.
but yeah, that
Right.
Storm Shadow is 110 on Amazon right now. And you just have to have it.
Yeah, I actually got him for I got him for 89 as well on eBay.
Right.
Nice.
So
It's like a weird gamble. Like some stuff you get it or you don't get it, but he's 90. I see the version 2 Snake Eyes for 96 on Amazon right now. I was able to get the recovery suit Superman for like 79. He's on for 85. So I mean, it's like you can find deals. You know, Destro's been on there for $60 for a long time. I don't see him right now. He must have sold out, but yeah, it's that game. Mezco is that game. You can play patient, and sometimes it works out in your favor, and then other times, like once it's gone, it's gone.
yeah, I see that that Snake Eyes on Amazon for 95. I've got a bunch of Amazon points. I might go ahead and order him on there.
Nice.
Hey, Firefly's on there too.
Yeah, he's like 140, right?
120.
120, because he was a $95 figure also.
I gotta check my Amazon points on my Amazon. Ho!
Is he still on? Firefly.
So yeah, I'll go ahead and order probably a couple of those roadblocks tonight.
So the Firefly, he's 112. He's on Entertainment Earth with the free shipping, and then what's the thing? You'd save $10 because of the site-wide offer, and then I don't know if you'd be able to stack the ATKM 10 for an additional 10%. I don't know if that would stack because they're running that deal or not.
So I've got him. My price on him is $85.
Oh, nice. Oh, do you have like a wholesaler?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've got a wholesale account with them.
there you go.
These Fireflies in stock, $85. Yeah,
I
Fireflies.
like the Firefly a lot. I picked one up, but at the same time, if you have, unless you're like totally into the soft goods and the accessories he comes with, I would say he's probably one of the ones I could have skipped because the newer Hasbro version is very, very similar. And then, of course, if you have the Cobra Island version with the drones, you kind of like, you sort of have a mix of the accessories. So he's cool. He's the one I currently have on display, but he was also somewhat unnecessary. He was redundant,
yeah.
just because of the design.
I like the Cobra Island Firefly better than the one that should have been on a retro card. The Mezco does look like a more modernized version of that, and I like the fact that they've got the scarring on the face.
Yeah, I mean, if you get it, you're not going to be disappointed.
Terry,
I
you're
just
insane.
when I played with him, I was just sort of like, I probably could have not gotten this one, but I'm happy I did.
All right.
Yeah, I'm probably just going to dive into Mezco for these, man. I'm just afraid that if I get into their line of G.I. Joe, that I'm probably going to want to get into other
Yeah,
Ooh, slippery
slippery
slope.
slope. Because their Rumble Society, their own IP is
There we go, getting deeper.
has some fun figures to it. Like I'm not all in on it, but they have some where you're just like, oh, that one's cool. I got to get that one.
Yeah, see, I've seen a couple that I liked and thought were neat.
Yeah.
So what's the quality? Like the only one that I have any experience with is Destro. What's the quality on these? Like, since you guys have some of them,
They're great.
Yeah, they're good. It's just like as I was saying when I was talking about Casey Jones, some of the, depending on how the clothing is on them, sometimes the articulation can get hindered. So like I have the Gotham by Gaslight Batman because that looks fantastic to me, but it's hard to get his shoulders up because that uniform on him can bind right in here. And then the same with the recovery suit Superman, that tight kind of pleather outfit can kind of,
you have to be careful with the posing.
Hinder the
If
joints.
you're not, you could damage the soft goods. You could damage the figure. So
Yeah.
you have to be really intentional with how you're posing the figures. You kind of have to already know what you're going to do for the photo that you're going to use it for.
And a lot of the, depending, I mean, wouldn't be as worried with the G.I. Joe stuff because it's cloth, but like some of the pleather or whatever, some of the stretchier suits, you know, they say pose it, take your photograph, but don't leave it stuck in that pose for an extended period of time because it'll stretch or wear parts out. Or so it's just yeah, you know, keep them in a slightly more vanilla pose for your long term, and then play with them as you would. And
okay, yeah, I know that I'll probably end up getting more of that stuff, more other Mezco lines. So yeah, I'm just gonna chase the G.I. Joes for right now, though. So are you guys going after the Cobra Commander, the Once a Man?
Hell yeah.
You know what? Let's go ahead and just boom. Let's get to it.
Segue right
San
into
Diego is
I wish
German.
I
love San Diego, but look at this.
I absolutely love that. That is by far my favorite figure that they've shown of anything we don't have in hand so far.
Yeah. That I mean, Terry, you know, talk us, man. Other than loving it, I mean,
it.
it's look at this. It's so good.
So back in 2019 on Halloween, some friends of mine released an O-ring version of this. It was hand sculpted, hand painted by Matthew LaCroix, Jason Lucky, and Dennis Carbaugh. They put this out. They used the clamshell packaging that you see back here behind me on this wall with an insert card, and they only made 50 of them, and people went absolutely nuts over it.
Yeah, I remember messaging Matt LaCroix because I remember seeing that picture going, oh, this is amazing, dude, how much? And he was like 300. And I was just like, I'm out.
Yeah. But to see this come into the classified line, I think that it's just amazing. I grew up on the cartoon and didn't really have any of the comics or anything. So this is my G.I. Joe, and I was always more into sci-fi and horror stuff. So I mean, this is straight up body horror, and I love it.
Mm-hmm.
But looking at the artwork, how can we not get Globulus with a pod?
There we go.
I mean, I'll
with all that artwork, come on, it's something. You're getting Cobra Law. I don't like it, but I'm glad for the people that do. And with all this artwork, how can they not give it?
I'm gonna throw a curveball. I know that I'm expecting, and a lot of other people are expecting, that the Haslab announcement will be the Rattler, and I still think that that's the case. But they could throw a curveball with this being the exclusive and doing the announcement at Comic-Con. Like, what if it is a Cobra Law set? What if it is Globulus with the orb and Pythona and the Royal Guard? And
I don't know, man. I've thought about that. I've thought about what it would be like to have a Haslab figure set without like a vehicle. And I don't think that it would do that well unless it was priced pretty reasonably with
Get
some
all
great
of them done in one whack.
Yeah. No, I agree. I still think it's the Rattler. I was just throwing a what if.
Yeah. I still think that it's the Rattler too. But like I actually, in a conversation with some other friends, I mentioned that they should do this as a Haslab, have a series of figures, have the orb, have maybe a couple of the other pieces from Cobra Law, so that you could set up like a whole diorama.
Yeah, they sort of did the quintessence Pit of Judgment was a diorama, right? So like they could have done like a Cobra Law diorama, and that's how you could package a wave of figures as a Haslab.
Yeah,
if it comes with that big clam to put Commander in, and
yes,
like,
absolutely.
I mean, boom, done.
I mean, they've referenced a lot of different things on the packaging for several different figures from the G.I. Joe cartoon, like the Worms of Death, the bicycle, the bell, a bunch of different stuff they've referenced. But one thing that I noticed in this artwork here on the box, like, is that Falcon in the bottom left corner?
Yeah, because
that
Falcon
is
was
Falcon.
a key figure of the movie. So yeah,
That looks like a killer Falcon right there too.
Yeah, it does.
Watch out.
they're going hard. Yeah,
Watch out. Yep.
they're going hard with this one.
Like there was a little bit of speculation at first that this might be Lieutenant Stone because of the just the look of the face and all
Brendan
the
Fraser
body armor. Oh no. No, please.
Brendan Fraser Stone. Oh my god.
But I think we're going to get another roadblock as well. Yeah, Team America Falcon.
Like, I won't lie. This is okay. So one of the few I don't have, and it was actually the box is open at Target.
As a matter of fact, I've got it hanging up here on my wall.
His box open at Target. I'm like, you know what? Let me see how bad this figure is. I opened it up, looked at it, put it back in, and I'm like, nope, I'm good.
I fixed it really quick.
You did, Tony. But that was one of the few figures I saw that I was like, you know
Cut
what?
this head off. I fixed it.
I'm good with it. I'm good on getting it.
I think that it was the face printing really puts it over the top as not being great. But I think if they went back in and they actually made the mouth not quite so wide, it would not be that head sculpt.
True.
You know what this face reminds me of? You know,
The Dick
so,
Tracy bad guy.
Yes.
Well, yes, but like, so my wife and I, there's an area here in Houston called River Oaks. It's like all the houses are $1 million. So we'll walk along there, and you can always tell people who have had like massive amounts of like work done to their face, or like the facelifts and their have everything pulled back and like everything's tightened up where they can't show any emotion. It's like Falcon got like a ton of work done in Tijuana because you can afford River. Right, like he went to Tijuana, they just like gave him a ton of tequila, and when he woke up, he's like, "Am I pretty?" Like, yes, you're pretty. Yes.
I'll tell you, half the people in Beverly Hills that get that shit done don't look good.
Nope.
No.
Yeah, the head on.
You're
they did a lot
So
of
good.
They did a lot of work in the sculpting for the textures on that figure.
Yeah.
All the scales. I mean, it reminds me a lot of the Serpentor figure, which I thought they did an excellent job on him.
Yep, I agree.
Matt. Oh my God, it is Matt Damon. Matt Damon.
My only, if I had to critique the Cobra Commander, is, and I know that it was probably all cost saving, is that they didn't go all out with like the foot and the one arm.
Yeah, they could have done the hand.
Yeah, because we've got. I mean, look, the fact that we get that creepy ass thing is amazing. But here's everything it comes with. Right, the gun, the four hands. Like they could have given us a serpent hand, sure. But the little Cobra. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me like a 1980s like horror film. Kind of like we were talking to her, like it's like a 1980s like horror. Like it's like rubber and like you could tell that they have like wires in it moving around.
Yes.
Like he's from Clash of the Titans or something.
So there's a movie, I can't remember the name of it, but there is a movie from back in the 80s where I want to say that it's like a guy that turns into a snake.
Conan?
No.
Tulsa Doom?
Tulsa Doom?
Yeah, there was that.
Nope.
I mean, there is that.
Okay, so the name of the movie is just
So stupid.
it is 7 S's.
No.
Yes. A college student becomes lab assistant to a scientist who is working on a serum that can transform humans into snakes. It's 1973. It's not 80s.
Oh, wow.
Oh, then Cronenberg. That's what I'm thinking of too. Looks like a very like David Cronenberg type.
Yeah.
Yes, but hold on. You know what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1973. There we go. I had to look this up because I'm like, all right. Oh yeah.
By the way, DWH had a good point. If you have a Bosk figure, you may be able to get an extra foot or hand that way from that Black Series and trying to make that work.
Ooh, doing a kit
I'd have
bash
to
already.
look at my Bosk because does that Bosk have the double knee or is it that Black Series ball articulation?
Ooh, I have him, but he's put away. Shit, I don't know.
Yeah, and I'm not into modding that way, so I'm not gonna. But
Yeah, I'm really not either. I like to keep my figures as they are for the most part.
Hell no, not me.
Yeah.
Let me change these.
I'll mix them up for photos, but then like as soon as they go back on the shelf, my OCD takes over, and it's like, nope, he's got this accessory. It's got to be that.
I get that.
Man, the snake version of Cobra Commander in the artwork just looks so menacing, and Roadblock looks. Whoever did this artwork did an excellent job at conveying emotion in that part of it, at least.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, he looks so hurt and tired, and then you have the snake
Right in his face. Yeah.
And I think based on what they're showing us, he is, but I really hope that snake, at least the bottom half, is bendy material.
It has to be.
And coil him around.
It should.
Maybe
he's made out of the same plastic as their accessories are lately.
Oh,
horrible! Don't say that, Terry. Do not say that.
That my drink.
I took Beachhead's weapon and bent it into a pretzel and gave him a new one.
I won't. Okay, my one qualm about this, I don't like Falcon's face on this artwork.
I don't
I
mind.
really don't
He looks way older, right? He looks older.
but this artwork also looks very stylized because if you look at the Nemesis Enforcer in the corner, like it's not the same wings as the figure that they're giving us.
True,
Very true.
I don't think it's a 1-to-1 representation.
Fair. That's fair. I didn't think it would, but like it's still like
there's artwork. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like 3D renders that they've kind of stylized into almost 2D, and then
it's just the artwork's awesome. Even
like,
Globulus.
That's the Globulus looks great. That the snake on Roadblock looks creepy as hell, and I do love the way that looks. I love 98% of the 98. And it's just like I'm being a nitpicking asshole. I get it. Like 98% of this poster is phenomenal, especially when it's like the snake Cobra. Like that is straight up creepy as hell. It's just that falcon head, like with like the Cro-Magnon like eyebrow or forehead.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's the big brow.
That's it. It's like I shoot gun. Yes, you do. Roadblock's like, God damn, this like snake man on me.
And see, if you look at his left eye, it looks like there's something going on with it, which is why some people also thought it might be Lieutenant Stone from like the Sigma 6 line. Then you have the bionic eye.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope that we get these figures. I want that roadblock and I want that Falcon with that body armor.
Yeah,
Because
Like,
that just looks so creepy, man.
You know, I
So much better
want
than
to
the
buy
cartoon.
this. Like, I want to buy this and then like put it next to my side of the bed when she's asleep. So when she wakes up, she sees that.
And
They
that
were
was
looking
the
at
last time
articulation,
Bobby was
probably.
ever allowed to buy a toy.
It looks
It
like
would
his
have to go-
articulation is pretty limited.
Yeah. And that's fine.
Like
That's fine.
Like the 5 POA arms.
Yeah.
But you know, the thing, this also just makes me want Cobra Law Scientist Cobra Commander.
Yes.
Blue skin,
Absolutely.
regular head, and then post-accident head with all the eyeballs.
Yeah.
Give me both versions.
And are you guys reading the Energon comics?
Oh yes.
Oh, yeah.
So I kind of like that version of Cobra Commander a lot better than the scientist version because he's a human from the outside world that infiltrated Cobra Law, found Cobra Law, and was quote unquote accepted.
Yeah. And Globulus is like a huge badass.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Especially if you read the Energon special
Oh yeah.
with Megatron, and you're just like, God, this dude is just a beast.
Yeah.
Well, then you know what?
And it almost
While-
makes you sympathize with him.
Well, you know what? Screw it. Let's jump into it. Let's jump into boom. Our favorites, Cobra Commanders. I let's see. I didn't really know how these were going on. So, if I'm messing it up, by all means, gentlemen, please correct me. I did put this first because that's a dope ass meme. But we have Terry's Once a Man Cobra. That's just really, really freaking cool. The exclusives portal. I think it's gonna screw a lot of people up. Not gonna lie.
What the hell?
Yeah. I like this, but here we go. Battle armor spec.
So Battle Armor
Why
or
did
Fred
you-
7?
I say give him a Fred 7 head.
Are we talking figure or are we talking character in general?
We're talking figure, I think.
Okay.
I love the figure. I think if I remember correctly, and obviously this is the 25th anniversary, not the O-ring. I think the O-ring was my first Cobra Commander because my first Joe was Zartan, so I was past the original Cobra Commander. I did eventually get him and the hooded one, like somebody gave him to me or whatever, but I think that this was my first. And so, you know, we always have an attachment to which our first version of the character was. But I also love that run of the comic where the original Cobra Commander is killed by Fred, and then Fred assumes the identity.
Yep.
And yeah, so like,
I'm not to that yet. I just started reading the original
oh
Marvel.
shit, sorry.
No, I knew it happened. Yeah, I
How
knew
dare
it
you
happened.
spoil a 20-year-old story arc
I'm the
spec?
authority on that one in this group.
This was actually my first Cobra Commander as well.
It was mine too. I missed the good one, the hooded one, and the other one.
Sorry, I forgot I was doing. There we go.
Come on now.
These old school. I want this in classified form.
Oh
So do
yeah.
I.
Absolutely.
Just give me a Fred 7 head with it. It'd be cool. Deke? Deke sucks.
Hold on. Here we go. Let's.
Hey, what is that?
There you go.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Oh, Spec, that's dope. That 25th anniversary is pretty badass.
Yeah.
It looked a lot bigger where you were holding it closer, and I thought you had a 6-inch custom.
I know, it did. It looked
You can take the Marvel Legends Civic Warrior and you use the set from Thanatos Unlimited on Etsy. You can make a pretty dope 6-inch scale battle armor Cobra Commander.
I've got the figure and I've got the files. I just haven't printed anything.
that
Yeah.
what is that? What is that figure, KJ, from Marvel Legends? Is it a cat?
Civic Warrior it's from one of the mobile games.
Yeah,
was,
and it came in different different types. Those were
Civil Warriors.
Civil Warrior. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen those customs. They're pretty dope. Yeah,
Yeah, it was probably Mr. Hyde wave. Yeah.
it was a Hydra. Yeah,
Figure six
Yeah.
pack. Fred 7 does have the same face as Wade Collins because I believe Wade was a Fred also, and all the
yes,
Fred,
they all had the same face. Yeah.
all underwent plastic surgery because it was Cobra Commander's face, right? They were all.
I think at the end it came out that it was all Cobra Commander's face, and we didn't see him have the regular face. We just saw him incognito when him and Destro had to put regular clothes, all that. Yeah.
Yeah, he always had like the long mustache, the glasses, and the
beret and the long tail. Yeah. They were in disguise.
Moving on from one geek to another geek, we got. Now, if anyone wants to blame anyone, Moody saw these pictures, so I wasn't sure which one this was going for. Was this Sunbow animated Cobra? Okay, so we're all moving on to Tony's. Okay, cool.
Yeah, on down the line. Yeah,
Okay,
man, this is, and they're releasing him. Ever since the Hiss came out with the wrong logo and the wrong gloves and the this and that, this is my Cobra Commander. This one, only thing missing is we get a hooded head, and we all know that damn story. So this is what he looks like. Even the one with the Hiss tank didn't have the silver. I don't know, your stripe down the middle, and we all know that's the C4 plastic explosive under there in the comic. And this one looks like it had the vac metal on it. And that's pretty dope. So yeah, everything from the white belt, the white accessory belt, and the correct, Cobra insignia, the longer gloves. All he needed is a little ceremonial cape, and you're golden with this one.
Yeah, and you can steal that from the.
The Super7.
CPS lot. Hit me up. Exactly. His scepter and everything. He's perfect. He'll take over the spot where my Hiss tank Cobra Commander stands. Oh,
and if you want to get the cape cheap, buy one of the knockoff Supreme Commanders.
Yeah.
Like the thing that probably sucks as bad as this one. This is the knockoff Regal.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the knockoff one. Yeah, I do. I think I do have that head sculpt too. Yeah, it just makes his neck's gotta be so long underneath that. There you go.
Yeah, I'm
the
kind of
light blue one. Yeah.
Oh, that head doesn't really fit that well.
No.
Yeah, that figure's junk.
That's the one, bro, right there.
KJ, you're being quiet. Pipe up.
I'm showing deference to our guest in the chat.
He was letting me
I have
speak.
a bad habit of talking over people.
I'm done. That's my Cobra Commander right there. That's Sunbow.
Yeah. This figure is one of my more anticipated releases for this year. There's only 2 figures in the entire. I have everything that they've released. There's only 2 that I haven't opened. I haven't opened a 00 Snake Eyes, and I didn't open the retro carded from the Hiss tank. And I didn't because I knew that they were going to release this version eventually. So I've been patiently waiting, and I want it. I want it now. I want to open it. I want to play with it.
Yeah, I think I only ordered 1 case of named characters this time around.
Yep.
So, 1 case of Cobra Commander, 4 figures.
Yeah, it's such a weird assortment they're doing with the retros.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm blank. Who is coming with? It's what Cobra Stalk? Isn't it Stalker?
Yeah,
Stalker.
In the Cobra Trooper.
Retro card.
Yeah,
in the Trooper. That's right.
His beret is camouflage too. Yeah, like on the card art.
Yeah. I think the only one I pre-ordered was the Cobra Commander. Was Coco.
Oh,
I like the Trooper too.
Yeah, I know people are complaining about those blues, but
that's the way he's looks great like that to me.
Everybody
who does the army building is crying.
What's up, KJ?
I don't want a Trooper that has Joe Webb gear.
Yeah, he's got
I
stalkers
already
right
have
there.
replacements from Jay's Armory and whatnot, so it's not a problem for me. I just can't. It really bugs me that they're using Stalker's Snake Eyes web gear again.
It's a huge kit bash.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm okay with it, and I think that those blues will blend in with the dark blues just fine.
It will.
Yeah. Yeah. And Tony disappeared on us. But KJ.
I'm
Yeah.
here.
All right, so let me talk my shit again. The only reason to hold back a hooded Cobra Commander is to protect hooded people in real life, and that's basically the clan. Like you have, unless you have a vested interest in doing image repair for the Ku Klux Klan, there's no reason not to have a hooded Cobra Commander or even the masked Cobra Commander that we saw later on. Yeah, it's an iconic figure.
Yes, sir.
It's villainy personified.
Yep.
Use it and sell it so we can buy it and have it in our collections.
Fair.
I
mean-
haven't heard an official reason why they're not doing a hooded Cobra Commander.
It's Lorenzo Di Bonaventura.
Yes, that's him.
Yeah.
The
So
Don't do
he's
it.
the producer.
film guy.
Yeah, he's the producer of the current Joe movies and the Transformers movies.
They
And
just
so
won't do it,
basically, he
right.
felt that having a hooded villain would just be distasteful because it recalls clan imagery for so much.
Yeah,
For
but
people
I don't see
Well, that's
that.
bullshit too. You know that, right?
I don't understand how the movie producer though has any sort of authority over the toy maker.
Well, honestly, if they're fear motivated, that's all it would take. That's it. Like if you're
But
like,
yet they're
okay,
making
yeah, we
hooded
don't.
figures for Marvel Legends.
That's a different team. That's a totally different team.
I mean, you want your bad guys to be bad guys, right? Like they're like, and it's one of those things where, look, when you think of 80s villains, 80s cartoon villains, comic book villains, Cobra's in your top 5. Like
Yeah.
Cobra Commander
Yeah.
with the hood
I mean,
is top 5.
yeah, he's looked like this from our childhood, man. We
Uh,
all grew up with him like this. You know, what I mean, what
Yeah.
the hell's the big deal?
but because the people in charge of the brand and the
The
people who are
suit.
monetizing the brand for the
Yeah.
movies and everything else, they didn't watch the shows. They didn't read the comics. They damn
Probably.
sure didn't collect the toys.
Right.
Yeah.
So they're completely outside of the context and the experience of collecting these figures and having military pulp adventure. They're not thinking about this as military pulp adventure. This is just IP so they can get money from us. And since there's not enough people to say, give us hooded Cobra Commander, then they're just going to shelve it so they can keep making money off of everyone else with weird ass accelerator exosuits and big lip snake eyes masks and everything else.
Well, let's ask Lorenzo how much the Snake Eyes movie line figures made in comparison to the rest of the classified movie figures. then we should get our answer, right?
Man,
We can wait for the Monster Force. Wait
and
for
here's the
Fred
thing.
Fishman.
I
Yeah.
said that I have every classified figure they've released, but I always forget I didn't get a Kiko, Storm Shadow, Baroness, or Snake Eyes from the movie. I abstained even at Ollie's prices and Ross prices. I just couldn't do it. I only got
I have them
Snow
because I've got to have all of them.
It's
but-
great fodder for me. Great fodder.
All right. So can I do a share screen real quick?
Go for
No,
it.
you may not.
Okay. because basically, like, we didn't end up getting the hooded Cobra Commander, but we did get this Cobra Commander, right? It's like, so the people in charge of the IP and the movies and everything else, they're gonna do whatever the hell they want with G.I. Joe. Like Snake Eyes Origins drove me crazy because, as far as I'm concerned, that person was not Snake Eyes.
It was
Like,
trash.
Yeah, that person was like dishonorable. He had like a character arc, good for him. But Snake Eyes would have never done those things, turned his back on the Arashikage or anything else.
Take the G.I. Joe connotation out of that movie.
That we saw in the Origins film. So when you end up with something like this weird ass 1980s music video Cobra Commander, like that's Cobra Commander in name only, to the point where they had to completely rehabilitate that character for Rise of Cobra. I mean, for Retaliation. It's like that's what you're dealing with. So you're not going to get anything true to the source because the people in charge of giving this stuff don't know, don't care, and don't need to. They don't need to, because once again, this is about making money off of us. It's not about them. They're still doing things old school. Like Marvel Studios, they stick to the source material and whatnot. Like we were lucky to get this, and like this is like somewhat closer. You know, like I'll take it.
That design.
That wasn't bad at all.
It wasn't bad.
Which one was this from?
This is Retaliation.
Retaliation.
Okay.
Retaliation. Yeah.
Right?
I didn't hate Retaliation.
Yeah, Retaliation's a solid Joe movie. It really is.
Because the director was it Justin Lin?
It was the
not
guy
just
who did Step Up movies.
Yeah, the guy that did he was actually a fan.
Yeah.
And the problem was he had to retcon what's his name that did the first movie?
Stephen Summers.
Not a fan. Yeah. Like Stephen Summers did The Mummy, which is fantastic. But he wasn't a Joe fan. He was just making a big movie, which some of my friends were like, what? It felt like you were in the backyard playing with toys. And it was like, okay, I get that.
Yeah, but it felt like you were playing with weird toys you got from the Dollar Tree. Like,
right.
So Rise of Cobra actually started as a script called Accelerated. The whole point of that script was about those exosuits. So that was the thing. So they turned Accelerator into a G.I. Joe movie.
Yeah, it's like how Westworld repurposed the giant robot from Superman Lives.
Yeah.
Which I hate that shit.
I know.
Same here.
So basically, when you had to go back to this, and Bobby, let me pull back those slides from this.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can you fly, Bobby?
So doing hooded, villainous, Cobra Commander, ruthless, scary, right? You would sell so much shit to be like, whoa, this dude's ferocious, basically, right? So the only thing is fear. Fear has no logic. It has no reason. It has no purpose. It's just that like so many bad decisions have been made out of fear when it comes to filmmaking and television. That's why most movies are bad. That's why most shows are bad, because you have fear calling the shots instead of people who actually have a story to tell and are actually vested in the world, in the IP that they're selling us.
So also take into consideration that they are not just marketing to us. They have to have a movie that they can market globally. So there may be some issues there as well.
Yeah,
perhaps.
I mean, on the note, the one that they have. That's why like the Transformers movies got more and more shitty. Is because they had to market to the Chinese audience. Like China is a huge market, and so lots they have to kind of market some of that. You know, they like the slapstick like bullshit in the second and third one.
Adam.
Also, I do love Past the Pierogies comment. You know, hooded Coco with a puppy kicking action. Yeah.
Kicking all the puppies.
Kicking all the puppies, baby.
I will admit I still have a soft spot for this one.
That's crazy.
I just have a soft spot for the launcher.
Which that I don't have. I don't have the launcher anymore. I don't know where that ended up. But out of all my OGs, he's one of the few I actually kept.
I'm digging the picture on the far right. I'm gonna make I can take the rose from Marvel Legends and make that
the BDSM Cobra Commander.
Yeah, the gimp, the gimp.
He's got a safe word. He's got a safe word. No, KJ actually brought up a good point, and that you have a lot of people who don't like. So that's why like the Spider-Man Sony films all suck, is because people who are in charge don't give a shit about Spider-Man. They've got like the simplistic like Intro to Spider-Man book, and they got like that all marked up. That's it. That is it. They don't care. That's why the live action Sony Spider-Man and the animated Spider-Man are so different, because the animated people in charge of the animation of Spider-Man actually care and love Spider-Man. They've actually told the live actions, do not touch Miles or Gwen without our permission, because you will ruin it.
Well, and it's also, I mean, I like the Tom Holland versions a lot. I like the Tobey Maguire versions, except for the third one. But we got the Andrew Garfield, and granted, Andrew Garfield, because of No Way Home, was able to get a second chance and redeem himself as Spider-Man. But in general, his movies were only made because of rights reversion. If Sony didn't make and put out a Spider-Man product, then the rights would have reverted back to Marvel. And of course, Avi Arad, who, you know, you guys want to bag on Lorenzo Di Boner, like Avi Arad is just as bad or worse.
And it's the same reason why they made the that crappy made-for-TV version of the Fantastic Four.
Yeah,
because that's the ash can. Yeah. Just so
Mm-hmm.
they can keep the rights.
Yeah, exactly, and that's why they rushed Amazing Spider-Man, was because of it was Sony has to make Spider-Man-esque film every so often, or it goes back to Marvel. So and the reason why the Maguire movies, except for the third one, didn't suck was because Raimi is an actual comic book fan, so he was like, no, we're gonna make this as, you know, true to the books as possible. Third one sucked because Sony and Avi Arad stepped in and said, we need Venom. Amazing Spider-Man 1 actually wasn't that bad. I actually kind of dug it. The second one was ugh. But then, you know, Andrew Garfield got his redemption. Jamie Foxx was like, I want that Electro back. I thought he killed it as Electro.
Yeah. My biggest gripe with the Garfield version was the whole do we really need to see the origin story again? And that's what they succeeded with the Tom Holland version, was just like, we don't need to, we know the story. We've seen it 100 times. We can move past that.
Exactly. And Tony, I know you gotta bounce, buddy. You gotta be a good dad. So we will peace out with you, buddy. And you're muted. You're muted. We can't hear you.
Yeah, I gotta take the little girl home to her mama. I gotta work at 6 a.m. So you guys have a good rest of the stream. Terry, an honor, brother.
It was nice meeting you, man.
Me too, brother. I will talk to you guys later.
Yeah,
Peace out, Tony.
Alrighty.
So yeah, so that's where, like, yeah, like, it's kind of like with the Superman, Batman, Spider-Man origins. We've seen them all. It does get a little redundant. I get it. So that's why, you know, they kind of gotta keep it fresh. But getting off topic, back to Cobra Commander, back to one of the main bad guys of the 80s and today, because Terry brought up, the Energon Universe is so good. Like, Skybound and Image are really, I mean, giving it to Joshua Williamson, and now I can't think of the writers who are doing Destro and Scarlet. I won't lie, I was a little hesitant when they announced, you know, the new writers. I was like, all right, I don't know these writers. Let's see how it goes. And they just kept on going with it. I have to go with mine now. Is the Cobra Commander from the Energon Universe. It is so, he's such a dick. He's
absolutely brutal.
He is so brutal. Like when he was with the Dreadnoks, it was
so good.
And the Dreadnoks too. I mean, that's the way they did the Dreadnoks is crazy.
Oh, it's so good.
It's been no holds barred. Have you, Terry? Are you just reading the G.I. Joe stuff, or are you reading?
No, I'm reading all of it.
Yeah, I mean, just we've talked about it before, but like the Transformers, like, brutal.
Yes. Yeah, there's
now, quick question.
Go ahead.
Before real quick, before I bring anything on, bringing anything else up, I know you have not read Scarlet #2, neither have I, so we're gonna no spoilers on that. Have y'all read Destro, and are y'all all up to speed on Transformers? Because we got a new introduction in that last issue, which was fantastic.
Yep.
I still have to binge read as much Energon as possible, so talk amongst yourselves while I mute everything.
Yeah.
So Scarlet #2 has actually been pushed out, right?
Which one?
No,
Scarlet
KJ.
#2.
There you go.
That one just came out
right.
today.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, Scarlet came out today.
I had pre-ordered that. I'm not sure why I don't have it yet, but
now I do know that they have announced G.I. Joe is coming out in September.
yes.
Yeah, which you know, I think we all made that guess, is that it was going to be a bunch of miniseries leading up to a full-on series, which is kind of like the MCU way of doing it, right? You started with Iron Man, and then you've built the basis for these characters, you've laid the groundwork, and then you can bring in and have a much larger team and not feel like exposition wasn't put there.
Yeah.
So Scarlet #2 releases July 10th now.
Oh, that's weird. I grabbed mine today from the comic store.
I have mine.
Well, I'm not buying physical issues.
Gotcha.
So I'm downloading them, and as soon as they are ready to download, I automatically get them. So you guys have read it?
Yes,
I have not. I haven't read it. Expected. I had so many like freaking comic books drop today. I was like, God damn it! All right.
That was the only one that I got.
It was a mess. It was a mess. Oh man.
And if you're reading Void Rivals, I've been enjoying Void Rivals a lot, and the last 2 issues have been very Transformer centric, with a very specific character.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do know who they introduced, so that's interesting. I literally just picked up the trade because I was like, all right, I've got one of the first issues, one of the like later prints, and now I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna get up Void Rivals because Transformers is killing it. Duke killed it. Cobra Commander killed it. Destro's doing great. Scarlet has been great. And I'm actually, I won't lie, I'm kind of enjoying the Energon run a bit more than Larry Hama's run.
Yeah, because I'm reading both concurrently.
Yep.
Same.
And I basically started over again at 301. I can't remember where my original Joe comics end. I don't think I didn't make it to 155. I got pretty far. And then I was buying those trades the IDW put out, and I don't remember what happened there. I think it's right when I stopped reading comic books when my kids were born. So I stopped buying the trades at like 8 or 9. So I never got to complete the run. And then I wasn't buying them when IDW was doing whatever 156 through 299 or 300 or whatever it was. So I like jumped back in at 301, and it's kind of weird. It doesn't feel like I missed too much. I mean, I missed the clone story and I missed the Dawn story, but it kind of feels like you get caught up pretty quickly as to like what's going on.
I'm part of the way through, like maybe 3/4 of the way through issue number 24 right now.
Okay.
Okay.
You're starting at the beginning.
Yeah, I'm starting from the beginning. I've read the IDW series.
Yeah,
and I thought that was really good. But
yeah, I want to find. It feels like you can't find the IDW series. I was getting the Devil's Due back in college, but I kind of stopped pretty quickly because college.
Yeah,
and I wish that I could find those, but
yeah, I won't lie. The only I do love Larry Hama's run. I love Cobra Commander in that run. I dig everything about it. I feel it's as much as they're dealing with like zombie-esque plague, I feel it's almost too realistic, and it's almost like too bogged down by like details at times with the dialogue. Whereas Energon is like, you know what? Here's what's happening, and boom, enjoy. It's like more like a movie.
Yeah, it's definitely a little more action oriented.
Now, some of the Transformers issues do seem a little bit short, but that last one, not the latest one, but the last one was a good amount of pages.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Oh, so good. And also, I'm loving. I do love this artwork for Cobra Commander.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just it's so good, and having someone mentioned earlier that he looks a little jokery with like the fedora and the trench coat, but like how else is
he looks like Old Snake.
Yeah, like how is he gonna hide that giant helmet unless he has a giant, fedora on his head?
That was his incognito design in the original comic book. He would wear that, and then Destro would wear, what the hell did Destro wear? He wore like a fake beard or something.
Yeah, this is also the same look that he had in what Transformers episode was he in?
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Interesting. Let's see. I'm learning a lot of this. Usually when I do the shows. Now, there's FC Viper. What's up, buddy? Yeah, someone said it was jokery, not Joker, not exactly, but it did remind me of that. All right, now before we go, we got two more things to cover. The Haslab has been pushed back to December. I'm okay with this. I am like I honestly, guys, I haven't taken my Hiss out of the box. I still have it in the box. Like I don't have any room for it. I don't. I have no room for it. My wife somehow actually has not discovered it. I've hidden it well enough to where, go me. Now the Dragonfly comes in. I don't know how I'm going to explain that. But that's December. It doesn't matter. That's like future me problem. That's my future problem. It doesn't matter right now. But when did the Hiss come out? What didn't they get released in December?
I'll see you at the end of the year.
Yeah, it was. I feel it was like end of the year too. So I don't see this being a big problem.
Especially if they're fixing issues that they saw in the factory.
Yeah,
I would much rather have this package be what I want it to be, what I expect from a Haslab product, instead of something that I'm gonna like the Sky Striker. I don't want another Sky Striker.
What happened with the Sky Striker?
Scarlet's crossbow missing the handle, her hair being brown, the carded figures looking like they'd been kicked around a warehouse for a few weeks before they put them in the package. It was not a Haslab level product.
Yeah, and like this I take the same attitude with this as I did with like when like they were doing like Red Dead Redemption 2, like it's gonna be delayed because we're fixing stuff. As long as I get the best product when it comes out, I'm okay with it being delayed. Like, don't rush something just to get it. Like the Avengers game sucked. Like, I want to rush out to y'all. Time out. There have been so many games that get rushed out. Like, you want it? Here you go. I'm like, wait. If I had waited half a year, would it have been better? Like, well, probably. I'm like, well, then why did you wait half a year?
Because those video game companies are out of pocket until they make their sales and start to recoup. So I'm sure that's why they're not to justify it. I don't justify it, but I can kind of see that perspective to a certain degree.
But like, but on that same note, like Rock, and granted, it was Rockstar who does Red Dead Redemption. Yeah, they pushed out half a year, and we got amazing games, you know, one right after the other. Then they got delayed, but now Suicide Squad got pushed out, and that storyline sucks, but it ruined what they're gonna do with it. I don't know. I don't know. So like,
I just thought it was funny. I don't remember who posted it, but in reply to this, somebody created a post and they were just like, "Oh, if they're gonna do that, then let's add lights to this and let's add that and let's do this and it's just like that's not how this works, dude. That's not."
Man, there's a lot of people out there that have no idea how any of this stuff works.
anything.
And you can't tell them. They don't care. They don't want to know.
No.
They're
like,
purely emotionally invested, and that's it.
Yeah. I mean, how many times have we had to defend like Dan and Emily because like people act like they're in charge at the factories? Like they're the face. They're not literally in the warehouse in China like putting the shit together.
Lenny is on a catwalk somewhere with a stogie. He's like, "Move faster!"
Well, and that's the thing, and there's only so much that they can address, right? Lenny did address the weapons, but I don't think that he can necessarily come out right away and sit there and be like, "Yeah, guys, we got some gummy weapons that are coming out. I'm not happy with it personally. We're working to fix." Once the ball is rolling on that and things are starting to change, he can sit there and say, "Hey, we've heard the criticism, you know, like I've been working to make this better. Like it's something that kind of bummed me out too." And it's just like people want that instant gratification, and you have to realize that this is all corporate and that there's NDAs and contracts and things you can say and things you can't say, and they all have to work within those parameters. And then, you know, sometimes he's able to let the cat out of the bag and admit certain things, or sit there and say, "Hey, this isn't up to what we want, so we're trying to improve it."
I know there's been plenty of things that have happened with some of the figures that they really didn't like, but it was completely out of their control. And it's like that with, it's like with any line.
Yeah.
Like you're getting their interpretation of what you want to order.
Yeah.
Well, and
go for it.
I was gonna say, like, you know, also you're dealing with you know, this is getting made halfway around the world. Like you can't have eyes on them like every second of every day. Like you're trusting that, you know, the 10-year-old that's working for like pennies on the dollar knows how to do this. And that's not being like flippant. It's like, no, like that's how, you know, so when we get, you know, these figures, yeah, sometimes they are gummy, sometimes the plastic isn't right, sometimes shit happens. I think a lot of fans, regardless of whether it's G.I. Joe, Marvel, Star Wars, I think you kind of have to go, okay, take a deep breath. But like I said, they're so running on emotion. There is deep breath. It's all like, I'm either going to explode or I'm done with this line. It's like, well, give it a second.
Right. Wait it out and see what happens. I mean, I'm just happy that this line's going on, what, 4 years now? 5 years?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
And no end in sight.
Right? And also, like, I'm glad you mentioned that, Terry, because, like, this line has, like, absolutely just, like, kicked out so many other lines I was doing. I was like, I'm going to go all, nope, G.I. Joe. And sometimes we get figures, I'm like, man, it's got not a home run. It's a double. It's a
this line's
single.
kicking out my vintage collecting.
Wow. Well, and like I told, you know, Lenny, I tell him every time, I'm like, look, I didn't read G.I. Joe. I have no connection to G.I. Joe whatsoever. I don't. I got the Hiss. I got the Dragonfly. I got all. They're like, fuck. Come on. You made a fan out of me with great figures.
Yeah.
That's exactly what ARAH did back in the day.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it did.
All right. Now, also, real quick, make sure to check out. Sorry, KJ. Boom! I got to give you a little shout out, KJ.
Awesome. Oh, by the way, for the 4th, I have a very special episode debuting midnight Pacific time, an interview with Corey Cantalupe and Fred Axon, and it is I have been wanting to do that for years, and I do not think it'll disappoint. So check your YouTubes at Black Genghis starting tomorrow.
Fuck yeah. No, wait. Okay, hold on. Sorry, it drops tonight at midnight or tomorrow at midnight?
Tonight at midnight at Pacific time. So 3 a.m. Eastern. Yeah.
Okay. So when you wake up and you're at the gym, you can watch this. There we go.
In the morning, and then I wake up.
and then after this episode, make sure to check out Travis's review of the Heroes for Hire, which I don't know how the hell he got this already. Fuck you, Travis. I have these guys coming in. This is July? Did it get pushed up to July or August? I don't know. Also, KJ, this is what you need to do this now, KJ.
No, that's going to be only figs. That's my only figs. So subscribe. Subscribe for free for the first month, and then it's just going to be me standing with just an action figure in front of my junk, and it's going to be great. I'm going to get paid off of that. Only figs.
KJ's got the 12-inch figures. KJ got the 12-inch figures trying to cover everything up.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right. So follow KJ at Genghis. He's got like he said, he got a great interview dropping tonight at midnight. So when you wake up, watch it. After this, go watch the Luke Cage and Iron Fist review. You can check out. Oh, there we go. I can do this now. You can check Terry at the Island Viper. Spec is on IG at Toy Optics. Before I sign off, last words for anyone. We'll go with Terry first. What do you got, buddy?
Can't wait to get these guys in the classified line.
Yo, Mega Monsters.
I want.
Do not take plenty.
They could totally do. Like, people keep talking about a Build-A-Figure. This would be a great Build-A-Figure with a Mega Marine set.
If they did the Fatal Furies, that would be a great way to relaunch.
Oh yeah,
Mega Monsters and keeping it in canon with Sunbow.
Yeah.
I mean, we're getting Once a Man. Why not?
Right. They could get another Zartan out of that mold too.
Okay.
I'll take another Zartan.
Okay. I swore we were getting another shit. Who did you just say? I missed out on him last. No, not Zartan. Who was the leader of? Who is the main bad guy right now? Is it Zartan? No. On in the Real American Hero, he launched the zombie virus.
Serpentor.
Thank you. I could have sworn we were getting a regular classified Serpentor without all the all the stuff.
So is that what's going on in the comic right now? Is like a zombie virus?
Yes.
Yeah.
Kinda, yeah.
And it's like a clone of Serpentor, right? Serpentor Con.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Okay.
They're sentient zombies. They're sentient zombies.
Yeah, they're like, it's a really weird, like, they're not fiending for flesh, but they're getting flesh given to them. I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of kooky. I kind of dig it.
And then there's like the fully AI bats, right? Like full self-autonomic, like.
Yes, Alpha 001. Yes.
Yeah, it's an interesting. I don't dislike it, but I like the Energon Universe more right now.
Same.
Yeah.
Same. Well, that is episode 178 of A Talk on a Mood. Terry, thank you so much for joining us, man. I hope you had fun.
Thanks for having me.
Nice to meet you, Terry.
Yep. Good hanging with you guys.
And as always, we make sure you have Black Angus tonight. We'll be back next week with episode 179. What will we be talking about? No idea. We'll figure that out in the writer's room this week. For all of us stuck on a mood, see you tomorrow. Peace. Let's see here. Where is the video?